Have you ever felt like you're constantly available to everyone but never truly available to yourself? You give, you help, you listen. But in the end, do you ever feel like you're losing yourself in the process? What happens when you stop saying yes to everyone else and start saying yes to yourself? How would your life change? Today, we were going to explore how to stop being available to everyone and start creating the boundaries you need for your own peace of mind. It's time to reclaim your time, your energy, and your life. Let me tell you about Maria. Maria lived a life of constant giving. She was the one everyone turned to for advice, for help, or just a listening ear. Whether it was her colleagues, her family, or even strangers she barely knew, Maria's answer was always the same. Yes, I can help. But somewhere along the way, she started to feel completely drained. The constant demands began to pile up, leaving her with no time for herself. She found herself waking up early just to check emails, working late to finish someone else's project, and spending her weekends helping everyone else. Until one day she caught a glimpse of herself in the mirror and asked, "Where did I go?" The truth was, Maria had become so available to others that she had forgotten how to be there for herself. Her mind was constantly racing with thoughts of everyone else's problems, and she felt like she was drowning under the weight of all those expectations. One evening, as Maria sat quietly in her apartment, her phone buzzed again. It was another request, this time from a close friend, asking for help with a personal issue. Maria stared at the message, feeling that familiar pull to respond immediately. But something inside her whispered, "Enough." She closed her eyes and took a deep, centering breath. It was then that her grandmother's voice echoed in her mind, a voice that had always brought her comfort and guidance. "Maria," her grandmother had told her years ago, "you can't pour from an empty cup. Take care of yourself first. Only then will you have the strength to truly help others." That night, Maria sat with that thought, letting it sink in. It wasn't about saying no all the time, but about learning to say yes to her own needs first. She realized that in constantly being available for others, she had lost touch with the things that mattered most to her: her dreams, her health, and her own happiness. The next morning, Maria woke up with a renewed sense of purpose. She started setting small boundaries. She began telling people when she needed time for herself and started making space in her life for the things that truly mattered to her. It wasn't always easy. There were times she felt a pang of guilt, but with each boundary she set, she felt a little bit lighter, a little more free. As the days turned into weeks, Maria began to rediscover who she was. She found time to read the books she'd always wanted to dive into. She took long walks in the park just to clear her mind. She even started learning new skills she'd been putting off for years. She learned to listen to her own inner voice before responding to the voices of others. "Taking care of myself is not selfish," Maria said one afternoon, smiling at her reflection. "It's necessary." Maria's story is a powerful reminder that we all need to create space for ourselves. It's so easy to get caught up in the cycle of always being there for everyone else. But when we do that, we often forget to nurture our own hearts and minds. We cannot give our best to others if we don't first give our best to ourselves. Setting boundaries doesn't mean you're shutting people out. It means you know when to say yes to others, and more importantly, when to say yes to your own needs. Boundaries are a form of self-respect, and they're essential for maintaining balance in your life. The moral here is crystal clear. Protect your energy. You are not obligated to be available to everyone all the time. In fact, saying no sometimes is one of the most powerful things you can do, not just for your own peace of mind, but for the well-being of those you truly love. So start today. Ask yourself this question: what do I need to say yes to in my life right now, and what do I need to say no to? Giving yourself the gift of time and space is the first step toward living a life that truly serves you. If this story resonated with you, please consider sharing it with someone who might need to hear this message today. And if you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like and subscribe for more content to help you live a more balanced and fulfilling life. Thank you for watching.